Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I'm finally getting around with talking about Casper's Kid. Kinda wanted to do it a while ago, but kind of been burnt out with a lot of stuff, but got a lot of stuff sorted out. So in today's video, we'll be talking about a kid. I won't go full in depth. I'll just talk about what she does, how she works, and then that global passive. That kind of one of the more controversial decisions, so that'll be interesting to talk about. But yeah, so without wasting your time, I guess we should just talk about her kit now. The character is a 5-star quantum or Nebrance type character that kind of focus about HP, and then also the concept of HP manipulation will be a big factor with like Casper's kit. Basic attack you don't care about because you mainly use a skill which is pretty unique, does damage but also drains at your allies max HP, which is very important because Casper is a character similar to Akra and Facial because she doesn't need energy to build up her ultimate, but the way you build up Casper's ultimate is from use HP loss. It takes into account all HP loss from your whole team, and every 1 point of HP that lost to your teammate, it goes to a point to build up Casper's ultimate, and then once you fully reach up all the stack, then you can use Casper's ultimate. And speaking of ultimate, this is by far one of the coolest things in the game because she summoned a freaking dragon. And yes, I know I said dragon when I should have said dragon, but dragon sounds more cool to say. I would say though, it's an interesting way of summoning a Memo Sprite with the ultimate because like Agalea and RMC just use their skill to resummon them. So the fact that you need an ultimate summon the Memo Sprite means it has to be really good, and oh my goodness gracious, that thing is a menace. It lasts for 3 turns, and while it's active on the field, you get damage bonus, res pen, and when Casper talent in effect, that's when all your allies lose its HP, the dragon and Casper get the damage bonus. She also get additional speed increase with no speed substat while the dragon is active and you trigger Casper's talent. Her speed with no speed substat is 165 base speed. So the fact that you don't even need any speed substats on her, so you can just focus on crit rate, crit damage, and HP, and also the fact that the new quantum set 2-to-1 that decrease speed only work outside of combat, and in combat basically when the dragon summon, that's when the speed get increased. So you can basically like one of the most easiest characters to build for crit stat because you have so much free crit rate and speed, so you can just focus on HP, a little bit of crit rate, but then a whole lot of crit damage. I like this a lot because like it makes the building aspect of her much more easier to do compared to other characters. And I also thought the dragon hit for AoE and that thing gonna chunk because one thing to note about the dragon, it lasts for 3 turns, and on turn 3 it just died flat out. So like I remember like seeing some of people saying they're gonna probably use Casper the Sunday, but most likely you don't want to use Sunday with Casper because you kind of want the dragon to be as slow as possible to get the least amount of turns. Like you want to take the 3 slow turns because Sunday would just speed up the dragon and just kill it fast. And we don't want that because Casper will lose the benefit much faster of her speed being increased, but also the fact that while the dragon active, she also gets an enhanced skill that basically does an insane amount of damage too, so she can get so much turns and then also deal a lot of damage to the fact that after like the dragon died, you just want to rebuild back her ultimate and just cycle through that to your teammate by losing their HP. So I like a base, and she kind of like a more niche character because she kind of want characters that can also lose their own max HP as well. So characters like Mighty and Blade are gonna get like huge like benefit from having Casper on the team. She also has way to her traces to heal the dragon. She also has way to increase her speed when her health is like 50%, and then the dragon damage get increased every time it attacks. Like that's really good. And let me know if you want me to go more in depth because I remember going in depth like with so much character before Casper, but more simplified version can also help out. So let me know which one better in the comment section. So that's a more simplified version of Casper Kid, and I gotta say, I really like it. Like a lot of potential. Like I think it's really good overall. It really reminds me of Arena, and I love that character to death. So having another one, but like I love this design. The death design, like the white hair, pink, like mwah. I'm gonna save the vertical investment side, which are like going idle on for another video. But now, I guess we can talk about the her global passive now, because I'll be honest, when this thing was first conceptualized, like I'll be honest, it's like the biggest like outcry I think I ever saw. Like it was like people were not happy with this, and I was surprised it made it to V3 because typically, right, V1, V2 things are very slated to change. It's V3 is where things get solidified, and once I saw, been told the fact that that global passive is still in V3, like I knew that thing wasn't going anywhere. So I was kind of expecting to see the storm, and yeah, I think I kind of expected. Like I do see like a lot of mixed receptions on this. So what is this passive now? Well, this passive is after you obtain Castorice and she's on your team or off the team, she has the ability to revive one character on your team, and it goes to all your allies, but only one time. Like really similar to Bailu, but on drugs basically, because it goes to your whole team, and Casper doesn't need to be on the team to activate this. And a lot of people were not happy about this, and like a lot of people like really voiced their opinions. And I gotta be honest, like I can understand why, but I gotta be honest, like I don't think this passive is like the be all end all. Like I don't think it's the end of Honkai Star, but I would have liked it to be like when she in the team and not off the team. But the reason they did that for lore reason, and Hoyo loved their lore. Like as I said, I thought that's good. I kind of would much rather if she would have activated it when she in the party, but realistically, early to mid game, I can see this thing being insanely powerful, especially for like lack of investments, lack of sustained characters. Like early to mid game, I think insane. Like don't get me wrong, but when you're pushing into late game, you have a lot of characters, especially soul sustaining characters like Aventurine or the Watcher, who are actually getting really better now with these type of HP manipulating characters to W the Watcher. You got Giga Chair Gallagher, Better Barbara, who coming up soon, next patch after 3.2. Like the more you scale up your account, the less and less impactful like those revives are actually gonna be. Like at best, it's not gonna be like a must pull worthy, because I don't think that makes you a must pull. At best, that's like a quality of life that really helps off like meme things, like your soul in wealth with Akron, those crazy MFs who just want to run like hyper carry with no sustain. Or if you just get unlucky and the enemy AI just BS you and just targeting one character and a character dies, right? It's more like a forgiving instead of like restart and they just revive. Like I don't see this as like a must for. Like I can understand why people concerned, like especially if they do decide to scale like content of that, which I think is very dumb and doubtful. Like to this day, a character like Gallagher is still more than enough for your whole account to keep like one side of your MLC team alive, and he's just a 4-star who can just heal enough to keep you alive. So like any like limited 5-star like Lord or Aventurine can get the job done, especially newer like support characters that meant to keep your team alive, or sustain characters more likely, or in healers. Like at best, I can see the universal passive as like quality of life and just nice to have, but not the end of the world. Like I do get the complaints, but not much we can do about it, because probably gonna stay in the game. And if it's in the game already, like they can't remove it, and then they'll just face like lawsuit because now they're breaking Chinese laws. So I do understand, but realistically, like I don't think we can even do anything about it. Like it's already set in stone. Or they can do a 180, and then as like the new version comes out, like they remove it. Like that's still in the realm of possibility, because we're still in the beta, but since it was in the live stream, something tell me that's not gonna happen. But also, I don't think you should pull for Casper solely for that universal passive, because the thing with Casper is the fact that she's like actually a kind of a niche character, because like she wants characters that can also lose their own HP. Like Blade and Mighty going to be the two common characters you see paired up with Casper's, and I don't think Casper's is gonna be a universal character. Like she's gonna be very similar to like Acheron, where she niche on one specific character, but with those specific characters, she can wreak havoc. So like even though the thumbnail said like must pull a question mark, that does not include that global passive, and I don't think you should should pull she if you don't have the characters that will work with she, because like in some cases, like I'm surprised people just pointing a finger Castorice, like anaxa, that is a whole different demon on its own. Like I would argue if you don't have the characters, anaxa is like a much better pull to go for. But for me personally, I love Castorice. I'm gonna use her with Blade, like it's gonna be a good time. I just wish I could hug her though, but that's a whole different problem at own. But yeah, that's about it. So let me know what you guys have to say in the comment section, and just because my opinion is different from yours, or you disagree or agree with me, I don't really care that much. Like, just let me know how you guys feel down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you for sure. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. I should be back on my daily grind, on my usual grind now. So yeah, join the Discord server down below. Come by. I'd like to see you there. But until my next video, take care. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.